how to pull that off.
Can this hear me though?
I'm speaking into a microphone which is cleverly concealed in a very convincing false beard.
40s are tether, but you always say. There you go.
And tennis shoes.
There's certain people who just look at it and go, they're anti-gun, they're not interested in firearms, whatever it is. But there's a lot of people, realtors that I've met who carry firearms for personal protection and need training and need to have more holistic training.
Yeah. Well, what I
So-
find too is not just to take the guns out of the equation. You guys do a lot of self-defense too.
Exactly.
That could save your life.
Yeah.
It's just being able to have the confidence and move quickly when put into that position.
Yeah, in my opinion, actually, that's like the starting point.
Hi everyone, welcome to episode 10. Today is an important episode about realtors and realtor safety. I had the opportunity to meet with Sam at INPAX in McCandless Crossings. Sam and I are teaming up to provide a realtor workshop that focuses on safety on October 11th. You owe it to yourself to attend this workshop. Now let's all live with confidence.
Go up, now
Mr.
grab the
Roll is
gun,
our guide on this
and
video
then
trip.
pull straight back.
So as not to
Okay.
attract attention to myself, I'm disguised as a hipster, wearing a dirty gray
Pressure
sweater.
hurts. So if you were smashing someone in this area, what I always tell people is if your real goal is self-defense, personal protection, we can handle that pretty quickly, and we front load that fast. We want people to be safe. If your goal is immediate personal protection skills, it takes hours, not years, truly. If the methodology is correct, if we can impart to people the right kind of information, which is what we've worked so hard for 2 decades to design, it really takes hours, not years, to become proficient at personal protection. Bad guys are not easy to fool. They can see right through it very often when someone's trying to act like they're confident and trying to act like they know what they're doing. Being able to actually walk with confidence and to live with confidence is a whole different
You have to be
reality.
able to back it up.
That's exactly it. That's a different reality than just, well, I know that they told me not to look like a victim, so I'm going to not look like a victim. It's interesting. I've got some fun stories about that, but if you talk to bad people, and you ask them point blank, which I have, how do you decide on your targeting? How do you choose who you're going to victimize? Very often it's from a very fast, intuitive interview that they do, where it's a visual assessment followed by an approach of, hey, can I talk to you for a sec? Do you have change? Do you have the time? Whatever it is. And what they're doing is they're formulating their belief system of whether or not this person would make a good target. They all want a soft target. They don't want a difficult, challenging target. But the idea here is that how you present yourself, how you conduct that interview is really the deciding factor. And I'm here to tell you, you can't fake it.
Yeah.
You've got to have the skills to back it up, where they're going to see right through it very well. It gives me the illusion of control. Now you take the gun, crank it, push, and pull. Very good.
I'm a pro already.
Ready? So you go 1, 2, and 3. Very good. So when we talk about real estate safety, realtor safety, obviously, being a realtor, it's statistically speaking, it's not like, you're not like a police officer dealing with, violent offenders all the time, but there are risks there, and we all know that there are risks there. What you do to mitigate risks, I think, are great. Basic things, and a lot of personal protection are the basics. It's making sure you ask questions, making sure you get those contact information, and doing a little bit of diligence before you decide to meet with someone. Personally, I don't think there's any way around the idea of you having to meet with people. You can't always have a second person there present. So we have to be able to mitigate that to some degree. My number one recommendation for anyone, whether it's in the real estate business, whether it's any other person meeting someone, whether it's on a date or anything else, is to trust your intuition.
A question that I have is, how did you come up with the name INPAX?
It's quite simply, actually. The word PAX means peace. INPAX is kind of a derivative of in peace or inner peace. When I first started my business and I was training people, we had a different corporate name, and I sort of picked something out of a hat to figure out, just to get started. But once we were rolling, I asked people, what do you get out of this training? What's your primary takeaway from your work with INPAX? or with my company at the time. We used to call ourselves Next Evolution Inc. And everybody said the same thing. They would say confidence, inner peace, a sense of, calm, And so I started looking at the old Latin roots of that, and we just decided to call the company INPEACE or INPAX.
That's beautiful. I love it. I think being a realtor and having a family and having kids and being in this industry, you really owe it to yourself to come down here and meet Sam and go through this training with us. And you'll probably fall in love with it and fall in love with Sam because he's just awesome and just an amazing resource for our community. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Dawn. It's my pleasure.
Mr. Romo is our guide on this field trip. So as not to attract attention to myself, I'm disguised.